let's hope and pray. I'm going to throw you on a time lapse. We're hopefully going to get this planted in like 20 minutes because I want to make dinner. I really don't want to be doing this, but these have to go in the ground. So hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. Today we had a break in the rain. It is Thursday the 18th of April, and these things right here are potatoes. Note to self, when you put your potatoes in the basement in a box, don't use shoe boxes that have eyelet holes for their little tentacles to come out of. I don't know if some of these potatoes are going to survive because of how big these tentacles are. These were supposed to go in between the 9th and the 15th. Yeah, they should have gone in on the 9th. These are potatoes that I had left over from last year, and they need to go into the ground. I have them put into seed time as Yukon Golds. They are not Yukon Golds. I don't know what kind they are. I got them from Country Max last year, and when you buy the bulk Country Max potatoes, they're not always what they say because people move things from barrel to barrel. So we are going to start rototilling. I am probably not going to time lapse this because it's just rototilling a bed. We'll see. It depends on how much my stepdad lets me do. I do have some problems with my hands right now. I tried weed whacking on Tuesday, 2 days ago. I was weed whacking with my very light battery operated weed whacker. I was doing it for like 15 minutes. I did the backyard and 10-15 minutes, and my hands were killing me to the point where I was in tears. 10 out of 10 pain. Again, doctors think there's nothing wrong with my hands. So, you know, I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to do because I do have a feeling it has to do with A, the vibration, and B, holding on to something like this for long periods of time, and like holding that trigger button like I had to do with the weed whacker. I am going to put on my compression gloves to see if that helps with the vibration. I was able to do rototilling last year, so we'll see what happens, but I was also able to weed whack last year. It is a very overcast day. It's about 60 degrees. There is no rain, so I want to get these in the ground because they were supposed to be in the ground last week. And now I don't know how many are going to survive. So we'll see where this goes. Okay, we were able to rototill half of the bed. I only need a third of it for my potatoes, but I wanted to let you guys know what I'm doing. I have my camera flipped. My camera is usually over here and it's over here right now. So if I look in the wrong spot, forgive me. So I looked it up. See, look how long these are. That's like a foot long tuber. These were in my basement in a box, but the box is a shoe box and it has those little breather holes at the top, and it was apparently letting enough light out that these things were going crazy. So I Googled it, and according to Google Pants, I can still plant these. I am not supposed to trim these at all because it could stunt the growth. I just have to carefully put them in the ground without breaking them. So these are the potatoes that I had left over from last year that had some green tint to them. If you did not know, potatoes that have a green tint to them are actually harder for your body to digest. So they're actually highly recommended not to be eaten. So if you find green potatoes at the grocery store, don't buy them. I've seen them. It doesn't affect everyone, but just to be on the safe side, I always like to err on the side of caution. So any potatoes that had a green tint to them, I put in a box for seed potatoes this year, and I should have plenty. Like I said before, I have these in as Yukon Gold potatoes in my seed time thing, because I noticed that most potatoes have a 20-day harvest period difference, so it shouldn't make too big of a difference. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to get 2 plantings of potatoes, a spring and a fall. So we'll see how this works. It might not work. These are already a week late from going in the ground, and it usually takes them about 2 weeks to come up. So we'll see if these even come up, because I've never planted one this long before. It's usually just these little shoots right here. That's usually all I have. So let's hope and pray. I'm gonna throw you on a time lapse. We're hopefully gonna get this planted in like 20 minutes because I want to make dinner. I really don't want to be doing this, but these have to go in the ground. So I'm going to put them in the ground, and then I'm going to mark them with one of these green little stakes so I know where I planted a potato, so I know where to look for the babies. Wish me luck. Well, I have successfully planted the potatoes. I stopped right about here, which gives me about a 1.5 foot walkway before some big plants go over here. Those are my parents' plants. They go over there. They take up like a 4-foot area, so I wanted to make sure that they had plenty of air, room, and access, and we're gonna be putting flowers in here to attract the bees and all the things. But there it is. There's 32 in there. A couple of them that were like really, really small, I doubled up. So that took me way longer than I wanted. It is 5:15. It took me an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to do all of that. I am extremely sore. I still have some potatoes left over, but I have nowhere to put them. I had one of these fabric bags, and I filled it about 1/3 of the way, put 3 smaller potatoes in there, and then covered it with about 4 inches of soil. We'll see what happens with that. That's potting mix. It's a fabric bag. Hopefully they don't come through the bag. Yeah, I have never... Whoa. Well, my phone just went into low battery mode because I accidentally hit it instead of hitting close because, you know, I'm using my left hand. So I don't know how this is going to look. I've never been in low battery mode and recording. So yeah, we're going to close this out right here. I'm going to go plug it in, and then I'll close it out officially in a little bit. So yeah, planting of the potatoes is done. I'm going to make my dinner. I am hangry. I am sore. I need to shower. I don't have to water them though, because the soil's nice and moist from all of the rain we've been getting, which is really nice. I'm just hoping that a couple of the areas aren't too wet and it just throws the potatoes into rot. We are supposed to get a little bit more rain over the next couple days. Not as bad as last week, but we are supposed to get some rain. So pray for me, guys. Basically what I did, I'll show you up here really quick. 1 second. Let's see if I can do this. Coordinate, guys. So say this square right here is the hole. I buried them 4 to 6 inches in the soil and about 12 inches apart. So when I put the potato in the soil, I basically, try and do this while I record, I can't do it. It's just gonna spin. I basically wrapped it up like a coil without breaking the shoot. These are really flexible, so it was super easy. That's all I have left, guys. There's like 10 potatoes in there. That's really not bad. So I'm gonna go make dinner now. I am so hungry. Well, now that I have food in my belly, I am much happier, but I am so sore because of the changes in the weather. My arthritis is definitely kicking in, and my knees are bothering me and my hands are bothering me. That might be why my hands were so sore from weed whacking on Tuesday. But my stepdad did help me with rototilling the garden. That's why you guys did not see the rototilling clip, but it did get rototilled very lightly. We didn't rototill it a whole bunch, but we'll see what happens. In about 2 weeks, hopefully we will have some potato shoots coming up through the ground. It'd be really nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys are planting potatoes this year, and we will see you in that next video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share.